What's up, YouTube? Who do art directors interact with? Who do they talk to on the day-to-day? Who might they talk to every once in a while? We're gonna talk about who you're going to talk to as an art director. Intro? Okay, so the amount of people you're going to talk to as an art director will highly fluctuate from a small agency to a large agency and based on the level you're at in your career. But today we're going to cover the gamut and talk about all the people that you will potentially talk to as an art director. From a distance, it might seem like an art director just sits behind a computer and doesn't really talk to anybody. Wrong. So we're going to go down the list of who you'll talk to the most to who you'll probably talk to the least, but you'll still communicate with. First, other art directors. Being an art director is rarely a one-man or woman design show. You'll be brainstorming, providing feedback, and asking for advice from your fellow art directors. A lot of the times you'll even be opening up their files and working on them. So it's best if you really communicate and act as one unit. Second, copywriters. Most art directors will not just get copy to place into their ads from their CWs, but they will highly ideate and brainstorm with them as well. Copywriters and art directors should work in tandem to creatively solve any client problems. And the best pairings have great communication. Sometimes you might need a headline shortened to work into your layout, and sometimes you'll have to adjust your ad to work with the copywriter's words. Keep that line of communication open and really foster that relationship between you and your copywriter. It's probably one of the most important relationships in the agency. Third, your creative leadership. Your senior designers and creative directors will act as guiding forces in your career and will continually help make your creative better and better. This is where you'll go for your mentorship, your critique, and a lot of feedback. Before your work goes to the account team, you'll need their sign-off to make sure things are G2G. Fourth is the account team. This is the most highly publicized, hard relationship within an agency, but it doesn't have to be. Having a good relationship with your account team is crucial to be a very strong team and unit. You want an account team who you feel has your back. This is who you will send your work to deliver to the client. They are also the people who will generally kick off a job briefing with you. Sometimes they will deliver harsh news in the form of client feedback, and you just have to do your best to keep your cool. I really do my best at that part, but I can definitely be a diva creative. Fifth, your project manager and your studio department. Once your work is good to go, you'll have to communicate with your project manager in the studio department to make your work ready for print. This includes voicing what parts of your graphics will have to be retouched and composited to perfection. There are also usually rounds of proofs that will have to be looked at, and you'll have to clearly communicate any revisions that you might have. Sixth, your content producer. Your content producer will help you purchase any stock imagery, will help you source music, or put together vendors and logistics when it comes to bigger projects like a photo shoot. 7 is your production manager. They will aid you on press checks and make sure that the right materials and print techniques are used to design the piece that's in your head. You might also connect with them during the development phases of your project, connecting with vendors and aligning to the production schedule. 8th is strategy. You'll work with the strategy team to come up with insights for more conceptual asks by the client. They're also who you will call on to help you sell the thinking behind an idea, and who you can ask to test your creative through focus groups, eye tracking, and other methods. 9th is the client. As an art director, most of your client contact comes in the form of presentations, but occasionally you'll go to some meetings with them as well. And 10th are vendors. Whether you're talking to photographers, printing houses, animation studios, you will be in constant contact with outside vendors to make sure that your vision gets executed flawlessly. So that's a list of who you'll be interacting with as an art director, but you'll surely interact with even more than that. Either way, I hope that gave you a quick glance of who you'll be interacting with to accomplish your work on a day-to-day basis. If this content helped you out, smash that sub, smash that like button, and type something in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Talk to you later.